Welcome to another episode of the Train Hard, Recover Smart podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Flanagan. And sorry I missed a week last week. I've been working on a huge project, finished it off, and sent it off for review. So hopefully, next month or so, I can announce what I just finished, or hopefully next month or so, it's been finalized and it's done. But let's get into today's episode. So today we're going to dive into a topic that is crucial for anyone serious about making progress in their fitness journey. And it's the old saying, you can't outwork a bad diet. Many of us believe that as long as we put in the hours in the gym, we can eat whatever we want. I used to think the same thing, but the truth is, no matter how hard you work out, if you're filling your body with processed foods and constantly overeating, you're not going to see the results you're aiming for. So let's break it down. Your body needs fuel to perform, recover, and grow stronger. If you're feeding it junk, it's like putting low quality fuel in a high performance car. Sure, it might run, but it won't run well. And over time, it'll break down, Similarly, a diet of high processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats hampers your performance, recovery, and overall health. Right. So, again, today's gonna be a kind of a short, episode, but I just want to give you some real quick tips on how to fix the bad diet. All right. So you can get the maximum results that you're looking for in your workout. All right. So here are some simple ways. Prioritize whole foods. Start focusing on whole nutrient-dense foods. This means fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, healthy fats. These foods provide essential nutrients your body needs to perform at its best. All right. Next one, it's an easy one. Avoid processed foods. Reduce intake of processed foods. These are often high in unhealthy fats, sugars, and sodium. So instead of reaching for the bag of chips, try some nuts or fruit. Swap out sugary cereals for oatmeal with fresh berries. Okay. Now, control your portion size. Overeating, even unhealthy foods, can be detrimental. Even healthy foods can be detrimental to your goals. Pay attention to your portion size. Use smaller plates. Measure out servings. Listen to your body's hunger cues. Eat slowly and stop when you're full. Okay? When we eat real fast, it takes your brain a lot longer to recognize, hey, I'm eating. And then we overeat because we ate so fast that it took so long for our brain to realize, hey, my stomach's full now. But then we packed it full of food and we were stuffed. All right. So eat slow. All right. Next thing, stay hydrated. Water is essential for every function in your body, including digestion and muscle recovery. So make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Everybody with water intake, everybody teaches it different. Okay. My rule of thumb that I teach my clients is whatever your weight is, divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should drink a day. Okay. So if you're 100 pounds or if you're 200 pounds, it's 100 ounces, which isn't too bad. It's less than a gallon of water. All right. Plan your meals. Meal planning can be a game changer. By preparing your meals ahead, you can ensure you're having healthy options available and avoid the temptation for fast food. Spend a few hours on the weekend to cook and portion out your meals for the week. Okay. So the one thing I used to do the whole meal planning on the weekends and set everything up for the week. I used to do that. Then when life allowed it, I would do my meal prepping. I would meal prep Sundays for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I would meal prep Wednesday night for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's kind of how I did it. I would do it twice. This way here would give me a little more variety in my meals and things like that. But if your schedule doesn't allow it, then meal prep out as much as you can. Even if you meal prep Sunday for Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends you kind of just go with the flow, but you're still eating healthy. That's a good way to do it. Then balance your macros. Ensure you're getting a good balance of carbs, proteins, and fats. Carbs provide your energy, proteins are essential for muscle repair and growth, and fats support many bodily functions. So a balanced diet helps your body function optimally and supports your fitness goals. All right. And last but not least, seek professional guidance. If you're unsure where to start, consider seeking help from a nutrition coach or a dietitian. They can provide personalized guidance based on your specific needs and goals. Okay. Remember, improving your diet doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It's about making better choices consistently. Right. So start with small changes, gradually build healthier habits. Right. So, and then you'll start to see improvements not only in your workouts, but in your overall well-being. So again, start with small changes. So I just gave you 7 ways to improve a bad diet. So for the next 2 weeks, right, work on prioritizing whole foods. Or for the next week, prioritize whole foods. Then next week, avoid processed foods. Okay. And then the third week, start working on controlling your portion size, right? And while you're doing all that, you can start increasing your water intake. Do little things at a time. Don't try to do all 7 at once. Okay. It's also to remember that everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another. So pay attention to how your body responds to different foods and adjust accordingly. Listen to your body and give it nutrients it needs to thrive. Okay. So one thing that I do when I coach my clients is anytime we make a small adjustment to their diet is we give it 10 to 14 days. Right? We stay on that adjustment for 10 to 14 days to see if it gave us the outcome that we wanted. If it did, great. If it didn't, then we make a new adjustment to see if that's the adjustment that we need. Because again, with nutrition, it's not one size fits all. Okay. Everybody is different. I worked with one client and her macros were 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fat. And in 10 months, she lost 50 pounds on that diet. But that's what works for her. That's her macro levels, and that's what works for her. So for me, my macro levels are 38 protein, 35, carb, and the remainder is fat. And in 10 months, I'm down almost 60 pounds. That works for me. Do those numbers work for you? Maybe not. But again, you start somewhere and then you make small adjustments as you go on. So as you move forward on your fitness journey, remember, the key to success isn't just in how you train, but it's also in how well you fuel your body. Okay? You can't outwork a bad diet, but by making mindful, nutritious choices, you can enhance your performance, boost your recovery, and achieve the results you're working so hard for. Okay. So thanks for tuning in to the Train Hard, Recover Smart podcast. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to reach out. But until next time, remember, train hard, recover smart, take control of your diet for the best results. And as always, be better than you were yesterday.